Say a pleasant good evening to President of the Scrap Iron Dealers Association of TNT, Mr. Alan Ferguson. Good evening to you, Mr. Ferguson.
Good evening to you, Mikee, and good evening to your listeners and your viewers.
Yes, indeed. It's always a pleasure to have you on. So much taking place. It's been quite a week for you, and I was there, of course, to view it firsthand. Finally, according to you, finally there seems to be some sunlight that's coming in. That sunlight, that ray of hope that is going to be hitting the industry in a very positive way. Share with us, your takeaway from last week's meeting with the Honorable Kama Maharaj, the Minister of Trade, Investment and Tourism, along with Dr. Neil Gosine.
Well, what I could say was a peaceful meeting. It was very tough. For the longest while we keep in meeting and they was promising things and we wasn't seeing nothing that they promised, but I think that this meeting give us the industry back a little light, give us back a little hope, because to say he is a person who understands business and export and understand all these things. And I think is that we wasn't looking at it as how we looking at it, because he said to us that why an industry like this, where we taking things from Trinidad and exporting, we have it right here. Why it is all these problems it's having, and we can't fix it. An industry that you don't need to bring in things to export back out of Trinidad. We have all the scrap and all the recycling material that we could export here. That is one thing that he told to me and my team, and I know you hear that too. And it was so refreshing to know that if you have a minister on your side, it feels very refreshing to me, Mikey.
Yeah, my major takeaway from this was the fact that those folks who have been weighing in and talking about, criminal elements in the scrap iron industry and the stealing of copper and all of these things, not knowing the facts. But there was a better understanding, and even the minister understood, of course, that here it is that yourself and others have been begging, literally begging, pleading for some sense of oversight, to have some regulatory body that would be there assigned to ensure that the checks and balances are kept. And you've been asking for that. You've never hid that. You never ran away from that. You've been asking in a very responsible manner that, listen, we want to have things where there are checks and balances, where we can account for whatever. And if there's anything wrong, weed it out and get it out of the industry. And I think that was the major takeaway from all of this. Now hearing this from the minister, that this is something that you and the industry should not be begging for.
Yeah, when he said that it was so refreshing and all to me, I want to tell you, first time I speak with a minister and he is so pleasant, I feel so good, because first minister that I speak with, and he was agreeing with everything I said, because he recognizes that if we want to do good business and bringing people in this business, encourage people, we must not be able to stall the industry. The industry in a way for the last 9 to 10 years stall. And I am saying that we was doing so good in this industry. We and my members, we were doing so good. We was exporting the majority of containers out of the two ports, Port of Spain and Pontificus. I mentioned that all today. And look at it now. Look at what's taking place. People want to get out. So much of people want to get out of the business because of what was taking place. And to hear the minister say, listen to me, let us fix the problem. Let us fix it. Let me don't damage it. Let me fix it. And I was pleasing with them words. I was pleasing to hear, bring back the thing that you think are able to fix the problem, bring it back. Send it back, send it to me, and we will sit down and fix the problem. I was pleased to hear all I mean, that was a question in my head, and I feel powerful, I feel wonderful, I feel good. But since I met with the minister, I mean, I get a lot of calls with members and people who say, I think this will be it, we will be outside, and I hope and I pray that everything will work out to this Mikee. I think nothing can be worse than the last 3 to 4, 5 years that this industry faced. We faced, you know what they did with us? They look like they call all of us. They call us and tell us they have a tunnel with chairs and food and things to eat. And they invite all the scrap dealers to come and have a meeting. And while that was going on, they invite all of us. They went and asked America for one of them big bombing, them playing with this bomb plate.
Yeah.
And they exposed one of that on our head. And that is what we was going through for the last 3 to 5 years. It's sad to see it, but let me tell you, it was nothing good was going on to our industry. Nothing. We had taken this industry from zero and bring it in such a beautiful place. A beautiful place where people could have do such a wonderful business. And I'm saying, yes, something happened. Something happened.
And you're right, Mr. Ferguson. And you know, there's something that you can meet with individuals and get an idea of just how sincere they are, whether they're real or not. And I can tell you, and I'm sharing, of course, with the viewing public who's looking at this program right now, wherever you are, that the trade minister is a very serious and genuine individual. And the reason I can tell you this, it's very rare that you would hear a minister give advice on saying, why not try this? Do you know that in North America, they have such and such, and that if you can access that, you can also get rid of it because they have no means of getting rid of it, and you can use it, you can recycle it. I mean, he was given ideas as to what you can do to expand on the industry. Also, he did his homework. He really and truly did his homework along with Minister Gosang, because first of all, he started off by saying, listen, I saw your figures. And your figures some years ago was way high. And now I would like to know, and he's asking, how is it that you were producing so much and doing so much of business that today you have fallen under this mark? And that says a lot. It says that he's on the ball, he understands, he did his homework, he did his research, and it shows that his financial and business background is something that is quite a big asset to his job. And that to me said quite a lot about him.
Yes, and that, and as I say, that is why I tell you that it was so refreshing and was so pleasing that, as I tell you, I come out and I tell Trinidad and Tobago, this meeting was a very successful meeting for us. I mean, it was something that I very appreciate. And while I was out the meeting, I was to mention something. And I want to mention to the Prime Minister, I want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister for giving us a minister that we could work with, a minister that we could see our way with, a minister that understands trade, a minister that understands business, a minister that understands people, a minister we could talk with people, a minister we could make people even laugh and all that he was in the meeting. So I'm saying is that I want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister for giving us a minister that we could work, that this industry could come back and come. This industry could now say that we could employ thousands of people to work with us. This industry could say we could bring back all these yards that closed down in the last 3 years. This industry could say, listen to me, we had 25,000 people, we could look forward to get more people. Based on all what I explained to him and all too, we have projects, we have things that we want to bring out and do for this industry that will thousands of people will get employment. And this is what we explained to the minister, and I think the minister was shocked to know that there's so much this industry could do. We want to do paper, we want to export paper, we want to export plastic, we want to export oil, we want to export tires. We want to make this industry, this Trinidad and Tobago, a free society from garbage. Where we pay money to bury rubbish. We will recycle it and bring in foreign exchange. and he was pleased to hear that this industry does bring in foreign exchange. So all these things I am telling you is that if we put all these things together and we work to build back this industry, and I'm ready to work, and I know based on I think Trinidad need to use you are as a person now working with the scrap iron industry, and you will be dealing with local and international people to help us to work to bring in business for us. You will be one of the persons to help and work with us to bring in people with big mills, people who want to invest money in the recycling business. You will have that responsibility. I'm telling Trinidad and Tobago that no, and I am saying that I am ready to work with this government to make this industry one of the number one industry in the Caribbean and in Trinidad. Because you know something that people doesn't know aware of, and I told the minister, is that the Caribbean is bringing the material to Trinidad. We is the Mecca in the Caribbean. We is the one that have all the necessary things to export the material out to these big markets like India, Turkey, all up in China and all over the place. We have the market to export. And why you want to hold back us? Why you want to keep us from exporting by making us have to go through all this kind of red line, this red tape, that every minute we have to do business, we have to spend 7 weeks to export material. Every week we export, we have to wait 7 more weeks to export again. You think that could be business? I come like I have a grocery, and I open my grocery this week, and the next 7 weeks I have to close up my grocery store. That making sense?
No, it doesn't.
That makes no sense at all.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. And I think people need to understand that, for no reason, there's no justification, there's no logic as to why there's so much bureaucracy and so much red tape. Absolutely none whatsoever. However, if you listen to the language, and I want to stress on this, when you have a minister that is telling you this is what you need to look at to expand your business, compared to someone who would say, listen, this doesn't make sense. You've been into this business too long. You're not seeing your way. Why don't you just shut it down? It means that those individuals may have had a hidden agenda, an ulterior motive to sell out the entire industry to people who were seeking to take control of it. And that is the difference that you're seeing now.
Yes, Mikee. You hit the hammer straight on the head there. You didn't miss nothing. You hit that straight. It went straight inside you. Exactly what you're talking about is just what was trying to happen.
Yeah.
But you see, God don't sleep.
Yeah. What is the next move? I know that you have some work to do, and of course you have to do a follow-up and send the information. One of the things I know that you said that you just didn't want it to come from you, but from other stakeholders who could add, what their concerns were. So once that is taken place, then you can simply go and submit everything and get the change that is needed across the board.
Yeah, Mikee, we are gonna already start the work. We just need to elaborate a little bit on the points on them. And I say by the end of this week coming here, we will be able to furnish the minister with all the points that we have and the things that we feel like to have this industry going back. I think that we will, by the end of the week, we will have it, We've done already getting in to some different stakeholders. And we could be ready by the end of the week, Mikee, can call to willing.
Definitely. I know that's a priority for you to make sure and get those low-hanging fruits, taken care of immediately and have what needs to be implemented done as quickly as possible. Closing comments, go right ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, well, Mikee, all I want to say, I have a friend I know that he's working hard with me. I want to tell Dexter Griffith, I want to appreciate he leaving out the other country and coming to Trinidad and working with me. And I tell him have some patience and we'll be on top. I just want to thank him because because he's working hard with me and all my team that working hard with me for us to bring back this industry. I want to thank him also, my vice president, everybody who working with us hard, my secretary, the association secretary. I want to thank she's working hard, my communication person and all also. Everybody working hard to make sure this industry go back. I want to thank them. And for the last 3-4 years, they were with me. No matter things was in the red line, they stick with me. And a lot of people don't know you was doing a good advice to me and helping and assistance. I want to also thank you because I think we're in a good place now and things will work out. We just need to work hard to bring back this industry, and I think it will, based on the endurance and the consistency of me and my team, to make this industry go back as high as exporting the most containers out of Trinidad in the 2 ports, that we could be able to see some success. I want to thank you for having me on, and I want to thank you viewers for listening and watching,
And we are going to hold you to that you can get that submitted as quickly as possible at the end of the week to the minister, because he's waiting. He's just as ready to do it as you. So please, as they say on the ground, no sticking. Get it.
Yeah, for sure, Mikey, for sure.
All right. Thanks a lot, and all the best to you, and keep up the good work.
Yes.
Thank you.